Evening. Yeah, give him praise. Lord have mercy. Amen. It's good to be in the house of the Lord one more time.
Amen.
We certainly give God honor for being in this house of worship here in New Hope and celebrating with the New Hope family.
Amen.
As we celebrate their pastor and first lady's anniversary. I know I echo the sentiments of Pastor and First Lady Moore and thanking each of you for coming out today. Amen. They will say so in their own words later on. But I know it always makes a pastor and First Lady feel good to have friends and loved ones to come out and celebrate with them on their anniversary. Yes. Church, I just want to say this before I get into the word too deep today. And some of you have heard me say it before because it's true. We don't put so much emphasis on money. When we start talking about money, don't let that mess your spirit up.
Amen.
Amen.
Seriously. The only way you can come out of poverty is you got to give your way out of it.
Amen.
You can't come out of poverty. Listen, you listening to somebody who grew up impoverished. Mm-hmm. Now I've heard people say, "Hey man, we grew up in poverty, but I didn't know it. I knew it." Amen. I don't know about anybody else, but I knew. I knew I was broke.
I knew that.
I knew we was. Listen. Everybody else had, amen, paved roads. I was on dirt roads.
That's right.
Everybody else was getting new clothes. My mama was making mine. Yeah, amen. Everybody else was going in the house to use the restroom. My restroom was outside.
That's right.
No, everybody don't know about
That's
this.
right.
See what I'm saying? When I needed to get water, I had to go down about a half a mile and get jars filled up with water and walk them back up to the house.
Yep.
Y'all ain't talking to me up in here. So when we start talking about poverty, honey, I know about poverty.
Yep.
We didn't go to the grocery store.
No.
You grew it.
Yep.
You went out there in that field and you worked and you planted and you worked to get what you needed. Huh? And when I grew up, I said, I don't want to be broke like that. I don't want to walk and get my water. Huh? Okay, what you going to do about it? Complain? No. I went to church and the folks said, amen, give and it will come back to you. Press down. Shake it together. Run it over. So hold it. Is that all I got to do? And they didn't even tell me the amount to give. They just said give the best that you have. When I started realizing that it works for real, I ain't talking what folks just said. When I started giving and realized it worked for real, man, I was upset when they didn't ask me to give. I gave myself out of poverty. Now, when I go back home, my mama don't have to go out there to the outhouse. Y'all ain't talking to me. My mom now don't have to carry water. Man, they even got cable. I'm on somebody. They done moved on up. So when folks start talking about money in church, don't let that mess your spirit up because they're really trying to tell you how to come up. And you ain't coming up no other way. You don't believe me? Go find some of them NBA and NFL players who get $1 million contracts and still broke.
That's right.
You know, you can't get it like that. It's got to be God's way. Fast money, leave fast.
That's right, Bishop.
Huh? I like my money to work hard. Make your money work. And there ain't no better place to give it a job than in church. All right, I got to go. Amen. Hallelujah to God. Amen. I'm not that ain't what I'm here, but I'm just telling y'all, man. You start pinching on your money. Amen. I give as much as I can when I can. Amen. 1 John chapter 4. I will apologize to my church, Riverside, in advance because I've already preached from this subject this morning. And I don't believe in grabbing a bunch of sermons to try to preach. Either God is saying something or he ain't.
That's right.
And he ain't usually saying 3 and 4 things at one time. He usually saying one thing. So stay with the one thing he's saying.
That's right.
And that'll save you a whole lot of sleepless nights, preachers. Amen. 1 John chapter 4, beginning at verse 2. I give honor to my lovely wife, First Lady Thompson. My ride or die crew from Riverside. And for some of you all, you may not know this, but amen, First Lady Chambers is my sister cousin. That's my sister cousin. Amen. We really cousins. But we grew up like sisters and brothers. So we grew up together. So we experienced poverty together. We slept on the floor a lot of nights with a quilt. Listen, my dad used to say things like this. Y'all got good. See what they said about you today? How good you were, you gonna come running? Do things, man. My dad used to say things like, you better not turn my heat on. We had one gas heater in the house. And the other heater was wood burning. You go out there and chop that wood up. And my daddy used to say, what y'all burning my gas up for?
That's right. Go chop that wood.
Be burning my good gas up. Get in there and put the wood in there. Say, but Dad, ain't enough wood. Get on the hill. Go up on that hill and cut some. Made us who we are today. I'm glad to have, amen, Pastor and Lady Chambers. I'm certainly, amen, glad to have, amen, Pastor Adams and, amen, Evangelist Adams back there in the back. We love them. It's always good to have them in the house, amen, to be with us. And each and every one of them, amen, Elder Williams, amen, Jordan, amen, Pastor Moore Jr., amen, and of course Apostle Brown and all of the elect ladies and church families. 1 John chapter 4, beginning at verse 2. Say amen when you have that.
Amen.
Hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Everybody don't know the Spirit of God. And most of the stuff that's happening in the church today ain't God. And you take it because you don't know the difference between the Spirit of God. Come on, talk to me, somebody. And the spirit of this world that we're living in. Hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is of God. And every spirit that confesses not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. It's just that simple. Touch your neighbor and say it's just that simple.
It's just that simple.
It's just that simple. If you still out there arguing with Muslims, y'all ain't talking.
Come on.
You still debating with Jews, talk to me, somebody. You must not know your own word.
Amen.
The Bible says, amen, that anyone who does not confess that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh, they're not of God. That ain't God's spirit. I don't care how much they tell you, amen, I got God too. No, it ain't like milk. Talk to me, amen. That ain't God. And every spirit that confesses not Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is not of God. And this is that spirit of
Antichrist.
Yeah, that's that Antichrist spirit. Whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is it in the world. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Some people would have me to preach this afternoon about the greater that's coming to Pastor and Lady Moore and to the New Hope family. But I have come to declare definitively that greater is not coming to them. Greater is here right now. Y'all ain't gonna catch straight up in here, amen. I said greater is not coming to them. Greater is here right now. And I would submit to each one of you, if you choose to receive it today, that there ain't nothing greater coming to you than what you have right now.
Amen.
Greater is here. You just have to embrace it right now.
Amen.
You have to stop looking for something to come in Never Never Land and embrace what God has already done for you right now. Touch your neighbor and tell them greater has already come.
Greater is already come.
You touched the wrong neighbor. Let's get loose in here. I'm going to preach for about a few minutes in here. Touch somebody else and tell them greater has already come.
Greater has already come.
Now, tell them this. Tell them this. Don't be afraid of them. Look them right in the face and say, neighbor, not only has greater come, but greater has a name. God, I feel that up in here. Greater's got a name. Greater's got a name, y'all. Greater is not something that's mystical. Greater has a name. Praise be to God. And when you learn to call the name of greater, come on somebody up in here, amen, you won't want for anything else because you will have all that you need. Father, I decrease that you might have the increase. Spirit of the living God, fall fresh upon me now. And Father, I claim deliverance for both the speaker of your word and the hearers of your word. Now, God, your word cannot, shall not, and it will not return void, but it must accomplish everything that you sent it to do. Now, hide me behind the cross of Calvary, that men and women might only see you, and that you alone might be glorified. And for this, I'm careful to give your name glory, honor, and praise. Let the church say amen. Amen. And it's in Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Put your hands together, give God a hand clap of praise as you're seated in the presence of the Lord. Somebody say, greater has a name.
Greater has a name.
Well, greater has a name, praise be to God. And greater's, listen, see, some of you got it twisted, amen. Greater's name is not money.
That's right. Amen.
No. Greater, you know, because we sometimes think that greater's coming when I got enough money. But greater is not money, ladies and gentlemen. Amen. Greater is not a new job. I'm waiting on a greater job. Greater ain't your job. Let me help you out, amen. I'm just waiting, amen, on the day, praise be to God, when God gives me a greater house, a greater car. Come on, somebody up in here. A greater relationship, praise be to God. But, amen, greater has a name. And the name of greater is not relationship.
That's right.
The name of greater is not job. The name of greater is not house. The name of greater is not car. Talk to me, somebody up in here. No, baby. It ain't Eldorado. It ain't Bugatti. It ain't Mussolini. Y'all ain't talking to me. It ain't Mercedes-Benz. It ain't BMW. The name of greater, come on, somebody up in here, has nothing to do with superficial things that a man will write anyway. Y'all, God help us in here. But we look for greater in things that won't sustain us.
Amen.
We look for greater in people, and people can't be your greater.
Amen.
Y'all ain't talking to me up in here. I'm going to have a better life when I get the right man. No, baby, if you can't be great without him, you can't be great with him.
Come on.
Y'all ain't talking to me up in here. As soon as I get the right woman in my life, I'm going to be great. No, baby, you ain't going to be great. You're going to be troubled. Help us in the Holy Ghost, amen. You've got to understand that greater is not coming. Greater has already shown up, amen. The Bible says here in 1 John, praise be to God, chapter 4, the Bible says, amen, that the spirit of Antichrist, the spirit of Antichrist is already here, but we have already overcome him. I don't know why we fight battles that Jesus already won.
Amen.
God, y'all ain't gonna talk to me up in here. We even sing defeated songs right in church. Victory shall be mine. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battle, victory shall be mine. Our victory already mine. Y'all ain't talking to me up in here, amen. Jesus ain't fighting another battle until I come and fight with him. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me up in here, amen. So you have to understand that every battle that you face today has already been won. Praise God. That's why I don't get all messed up and I recognize it's a fixed fight.
Amen.
And I'm already victorious.
Yes.
Tell somebody to touch yourself and say, I'm already victorious.
Already victorious.
I'm already victorious. I ain't waiting on victory to show up. I already got victory.
Yes.
Somebody up in here. That's why no devil in hell can defeat me, because he already been defeated. Oh, God help us preach up in here, amen. He's already been defeated. But we're spending our time, ladies and gentlemen, wrestling with stuff that Jesus has already defeated, praise be to God. All you got to do is embrace what he already done, praise be to God. The next time the devil shows up in your life and he's acting real crazy, what you ought to do, amen, is close the door and tell him you're already defeated.
That's right.
The next time somebody says some crazy stuff to you, before you get all out the way and outside yourself, talk to me somebody and get all of your feeling. Hallelujah to God. Just throw your hands up in the air, waving like you just don't care, and holler, you're already defeated. Why you fighting with people that it's already been defeated?
Amen.
The Bible says that the spirit of Antichrist has already showed up in the world. I'm not looking for the Antichrist. The Antichrist is all around.
Come on.
Antichrist, amen, means that, amen, it is trying to mimic God.
Yes.
Anti is trying to mimic the things of Christ. Yes. Come on, somebody. Everywhere we go, folks are trying to mimic the things of holiness.
Yes.
The reason why we celebrate this man and woman today is because this for real holiness.
Yes.
Y'all ain't talking to me up in here. Right? This apostolic for real. Come on, somebody up in here, amen. Everybody wants to mimic it. When I was growing up, amen, apostle, they didn't used to, amen, in the Baptist church, they didn't clap too much. Y'all ain't talking to me. Don't let them run y'all because I said Baptist, but it helped you if I said Methodist. They didn't clap too much either. No. It wasn't too much clapping going on in those sermons. Women, you sure couldn't preach in them. Oh, I know y'all ain't gonna like me today. You couldn't preach up in there because they would not allow it. Follow me. You couldn't bring tambourines up in there. They didn't believe in tambourines. Drum, baby, shut the drum down. Keyboard? Oh no, not a keyboard. Now you had a whole pipe organ.
That's it.
If you had a pipe organ or you had one of those old Hammonds, talk to everybody. See, you got to be a little old school to know about that Hammond organ. If you had an old Hammond, then you could come up in there, but you couldn't come up in there talking about dancing, speaking in tongues, running and jumping. But now,
Everybody doing it. Everybody.
you go into a Baptist church, you almost think you walked in the holy. They clap more than we clap. They run more than we run. They shout more than we shout.
They do, Bishop.
Oh, God. Oh, I didn't think I'd get everybody to say amen.
It's true.
Yeah. So now, they still don't want you to tarry for the Holy Ghost.
They don't. Come on. That's right. They don't.
But they want to act like they got it.
Come on. They mimic it.
I lost half of y'all right there.
They mimic
So
it.
now they pretenders.
Yes.
And I ain't talking about the singers. Talk to me somebody up in here. Now they pretending
Yes.
that they got what you got.
Come on.
See, that is spirit of Antichrist.
Yes, it is.
It mimics the things of God.
Yes, it does.
But you don't have to worry about that spirit.
Nope.
Because that spirit is already defeated.
Yes, it is.
Why? Because greater is
He.
because greater is
He.
if greater is he, that means he is somebody.
Yes.
God help me teach up in there.
Yes.
God, he
Come on.
has to be somebody.
Yes.
You keep talking about greater is he that is him. Who is he?
That's right. Come on.
Who is the one that's greater in you? Come on, somebody up in here, amen. I want to know, do you know the name of the person you keep talking about? You keep say he. The word he identifies a person. Stand by that keyboard. Stand by. Let me work a little bit there. Bag off on me. Hey man, you about to work the brother death right here. Stand right there. You don't talk to the musicians, man. He. Somebody say he. He that is in you. Somebody say he that is in me.
He that is in me
Is greater.
greater.
He that is in me.
He that is in me.
See, I'm scared to say it. Somebody say it like you mean it. He that is in me.
He that is in me
Is greater.
is greater
Than he.
than he
That is in the world.
that is in the world.
He that is in me.
He that is in me
Is greater.
is greater
Than anything against me.
than anything that
He
is
that is
me.
in me.
He that is in
Is
me
greater.
is greater
Than what comes against me.
than what comes against
He that
me.
is in me.
He that is in
Y'all
me,
ain't talking to me like you mean. He that is
Jesus,
in me.
he that is in me
Is greater than my bills.
is greater than my
He
bills.
that is in me.
He that is in
Is
me
greater than my sickness.
is greater than my
He that
sickness.
is in me.
He that is in me
Greater than my haters.
is greater than my
He that
haters.
is in me.
He that is in me is greater. Greater. Jesus. Woo, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Somebody here.
Woo, Jesus.
I said, but somebody called it in their spirit.
Yes.
I know somebody here, but somebody called it in their spirit.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
He
Jesus.
that is in me is greater than anything outside of me.
Yes, Lord.
Okay. But who is the greater? What is the greater? What is the name of this greatness? Because I got to call it by name.
Yes.
To activate it. God help us in here. You don't move me by saying, hey, you.
Nope.
And I dare say, I can't move you. If I just say, hey, you. You look at me like I'm crazy.
Yes.
Because you say you has a name.
That's right.
Y'all ain't gonna talk to me up in here.